Game land, it's the happiest place with a glowing nuclear reactor that's about to blow. Hey everyone, Chris here again for UpmostGames. Welcome back to Sonic Colors Ultimate. And if you remember last time, we did a little bit of the Starlight Carnival, and then, you know, finished up Sweet Mountain. So now here we are. We've got enough red rings to do the first challenge in the Sonic simulation. 1.5 players? How does that even work? Ooh. I think I'll keep with the pink Sonic, obviously. What was I doing? I'm just gonna pick the normal one. That seems safe, right? Like that's not asking for much. Oh, pink Sonic, what are you doing? And what is? I think that's the orb of the second player just hanging out behind me because they couldn't just hide him for whatever reason. Yes, go pink Sonic, go. You know what? Checkpoints are for suckers. I'll say it. I was the first one to say it. No one needs checkpoints. There we go. Ooh, I got an Eggman heart. That's good. I'm sure that'll probably kill me later, because if anything has told me, if I've learned anything from playing Sonic games, it's that things with Eggman logos are usually bad for you. Oh god, it came back and hit me. I was betrayed. Okay, well you need to just screw off right now. Thank you. And oh my god. What? Thank you. Okay. Confused the hell out of me. Yes, my best. My best, and I don't even get graded for it. Oh, that's the best feeling in the world. I don't even care about this because I don't get a ranking. Everyone knows breaking numbers without a ranking doesn't mean anything. Oh. So these are supposed to be, I believe, how you unlock the Chaos Emeralds, and there, I want to say there's 5 tiers of it, because yeah, it's 30 divided by 180. How do I do math again? It's, nope, not coming to me fast enough. So here we are. Oh, it's 6 stages of it, maybe 7. That would make sense, right? Maybe it's just 6. Who knows? Maybe they'll expand it out. Maybe it's 5. Who knows? I forget. It's been a long time. But I remember that's how you get the Chaos Emeralds being all, so once you get all 180 of the red rings, then the last level of that will be unlocked, and then you can do whatever. And by whatever, I mean you can be supersonic, which is great. And it's a lot of fun, and it does pretty much exactly what Supersonic used to do in the old, oh no, games, which basically makes the game run on autopilot. Because that's, let's be realistic, that's all it is. Oh. I see your tricks. You have yellow ones that disappear when I touch them, but then you make them also things that need to be switched, so there's some lack of clarity and functionality. I appreciate it. Ooh, ran out of boost. I take that, and now I get squished to the ceiling, because I feel like that's the smartest move I can make at this point. I can't understand what sick, twisted world this is, where we have genetic clones of Sonic basically running through Lego. Like, this just seems like the worst thing to happen. I don't know what this is, but I want it. Woo! There we go. And then those will disappear. Because of course, there was a switch I hit somehow. There you go. Please let me end the level, please. And stop making me just vomit out rings. I need to finish the level. No, need one. Ah, these things don't even have tails heads in them. How am I even supposed to enjoy this? You're killing me slowly. Oh my god, I can just get lost staring into his eyes. Ooh. Oh, somehow this just feels better than the other ways that the cameras have been working before. Ooh. I gotta remember how those work. I think those were introduced in Unleashed, right? Yeah, had to have been. A lot. For those who don't know, like Unleashed was the Werehog one, but because the Werehog was a thing, it really overshadowed like how entertaining the day missions were, and that's what Colors is based on, is the day missions for Sonic Unleashed. But the other portion is they slowed it down quite a bit because Unleashed was very unruly. To the point where, like, my reaction time got so much better after playing that game. And I mean that in the sense of, like, I went and played... I played that or I played Unleashed like rapid fire. God, hold forward. There we go. Played Unleashed so much, like just trying to 100% it and get through the game and all that good stuff, that when I went back finally to play like Halo, I was playing, I think it was SWAT or something like that. SWAT with Magnums, I think is what it was. And I just immediately started headshotting everybody, like before they even had a chance to react to me, because I was just so used to high speeds, just ridiculous motions, and having to have really good reaction time because of Unleashed. So when I got to this one, it was slower. I was like, thank God my eyeballs can rest and I won't feel as like sweaty palmed when I'm trying to like run through all this. So, and in general, it's just more inviting, because like playing that way with like Unleashed is very much like a trial and error, which, to be fair, I don't know, a lot of Sonic's game design is very trial and error. It's very much like run through, see what works, and then occasionally we're gonna got you with a pit that you didn't see, and you'll fall down to the next tier below. Which, if you're not familiar with Sonic games, at least the old ones, they would do like kind of a 3-tier system of level design, where it's like if you're on the very, very top, you're doing really good. It's the platforming's a lot harder, but there's more goodies up there, and it's typically the faster route in some cases, depending on what you're doing. And then, you know, you go down from there, it's medium, it's easier, that's usually where everyone is. If you're on the lower one, it's slower. There can be more dangers based on that, because you're basically getting punished for messing up the platforming as it is. But, and this is just my own personal theory on the game design of it. And so you can have this like multi-tier, like, okay, you fell down, but you're not dead yet, sort of thing. And then once you finally get to that bottom level, that's when things start to kind of, would you get over this? Kind of fold into like a harder experience. And it's forgiving in the sense of like, A, you have lives, so if you die, like classically you can come back, forgiving that way. But it's also forgiving in the sense of like, if you fall down or you mess up a jump or you don't see something coming right away, you just get knocked down to a slower level and all that. And that's kind of one of those things, if you look at a lot of the old Sonic documentaries going into like, I want to say this, and even as recently as Forces, I think they talk about the concept of speed being a, what was it? There's an old quote I remember. It was basically discussing the concept of like the idea of pure speed. Ow, what was that noise? Ow. Basically that pure speed was a reward in Sonic games for perfect play. And so the idea was that if you were doing really good, you were going to be going as fast and things were going to be going as smooth as possible for you. So it was an interesting game philosophy in a lot of ways, and I think that was a good way to do it, where it's the reward of satisfying gameplay for doing well, which is a very interesting thing, which is why I know that, which I know I've said like 13 times, but it fascinated me because it was such a controversial way of doing it, where it's like, if you actually want to play the game at its most fun, you have to be good at it. And that's why I kind of really like these kind of series, because it's like, you can see me, I'm not doing well at it because it's been so long and because I don't remember the levels and all that, but back when I was doing it, like, running through a lot of these levels was like so much fun. It was so satisfying, and even watching people who are really, really good at this game is so much fun, because you get to see them like make all the right turns, make everything like perfectly, oh god, water, make everything look so fluid and effortless, and it really captures that kind of Sonic momentum, and it looks really cool. But I understand that that's not a real good way to make it for everybody, because it's a very niche audience that are going to be willing to stick around for that kind of play. But I also look at it from the standpoint of like, you know, you think about like Dark Souls and how punishing that is, but I think the thing that Dark Souls has that Sonic doesn't do is kind of that like the level of fairness balance in it is kind of staggered with Sonic, because it is meant to be a kid's game. So like there's parts that are like, oh, this is stupidly easy, but then there's also some parts that are like, why is this weirdly difficult? Like when you think about, I'm kind of trying to think, Sonic Generations had a lot of Oh god. Oh no, I made a mistake. Sonic Generations had some pretty crappy, if I do say so, red rings to get. Oh my god, I hate you in your face, I swear. I want you gone, Eggman. You're a nuisance. And so I could see where that design kind of gets very, oh, okay, just kills me. Cool. So I could see where that, like, especially with some of the designs in some of the other 3D Sonic games, or 2.5D, for those of you who are really going to be nitpickers about that crap. Get away from me, I don't want you, you made my life hell. Where the 2.5D 3D design is not appealing to everyone, but I think, at least in the earlier stages of a lot of the games and levels, they're really good. But if you have ever played Sonic Forces, or have seen, like when I played it, like there's, like the last couple levels are just, forgive my language on this one, but they're shit shows, and it's real bad. Like, it's just, like, literally hanging on by the skin of your teeth. Like, I hope I'm doing this right. Because there's just so much madness to, like, those last few levels that it's like, I don't even know how I can comprehend, like, the right path to go, because there's, like, 40 paths, and they all make me feel like I'm gonna die. Ooh. But overall, I like the general vibe of it when it's done well, because, like, especially Colors, I would say, is probably one of the best of these ones, even over, what is it? Even over Generations, because Generations was cool, it had the classic Sonic bits, but I think for their 3D Sonic bits, they did rely too much on nostalgia set pieces. And in some cases it was cool, like the Cityscape truck was kind of nice, but even revisiting like Planet Wisp in Generations, it just doesn't feel as good as Colors does, obviously, because Colors was where it originated from, and that's where it was meant to be, but it's the same engine, so you think, you know, it would make sense that it just kind of works the same, but it just has a completely different feel, and the level doesn't feel as well designed as it does in like this one, especially the opening to that one, because it's like, you're hopping from tree to tree if you want to do the fastest one. It's like, I don't even remember having to do that in this one. It was very much like, this is just how it is. It's straightforward. You're in the leafy bits, and then you're in the more mechanical bits. It just, I don't know. It was very interesting, to say the least, how it translated and being able to see how that worked. Although I will say their Unleashed was better because it was slower, but the town section was real choppy and very, like, if you're not hitting it right, you're not going very fast, unfortunately. But that's that whole philosophy of the game design. It's not as oh, killed myself. It's not as appealing to everyone, and I understand that, which is why I've never, like, after a certain point, like when I realized that as a kid, I started to like stop trying to make people play Sonic games as much, because it's just it's really an acquired taste, and or I don't want to say acquired taste, because acquired taste has always been like a weird concept to me, because people are like, oh, beer, it's an acquired taste. I'm like, no, this tastes like snacks, and I don't want any of it. It tastes gross. It's just one of those things, if you either have the palate for it or you don't. And I think that forcing yourself to play it, you're just gonna have more negative things to say about the games than anything else. Ooh. But I really like Colors for this reason, because it very much does its own thing, and it was kind of like, okay, we figured out a really good formula with Unleashed, but we paired it with something terrible, so let's just make it that in its purest form, but make it more comprehensive, more slowed down, which is what I think it really needed. Oh, no, I was trying real hard to avoid that. Oh man. But here we are, and here I go, doing a loop-de-loop for like the 18th time. Here we go. Oh boy, here we go. I just want one ring. I just want one ring so I can live. That's all I'm asking for. Yep, just kill them. Don't mind me. You do what you gotta do. Appreciate it. Goodbye. Don't want to go that way. Don't want to get killed. Thank you, Spikes, for being here. Ow. Oh! Oh. Almost didn't make it. Go! Although I always found it odd that it was exclusive to the Wii, because I feel like it would have flourished a lot better on like everything else. But they were like, nah, add waggle controls to it. You gotta aim that weird friggin' laser beam thing with a Wiimote and a nunchuck. Good luck. And I just Wiimote was a very interesting, fantastic thing, and it worked for so many games, and it didn't work for so many games at the same time. And I think Colors was a weird intersection for that, where it was like, it worked, but it was also like a weird, and it's still like that with like the laser beam one, where it's like a weird, like, stop and hold on, let me do it. But no, I knew it, and I did it anyways. Oh, jeez, no, go away, go away. I made a mistake. I know. I'm sorry. Go away. Didn't choose this life. Oh, well, thank goodness he just disappeared this time. I don't want to be a part of any of this. Just let me out. Whoa. Yeah, so I don't know. Like I said, a couple episodes ago, I think, there's a lot of Colors powers that seem like they were like, yeah, this will be great, this will be cool. We'll do like 6 of these, and then by like 4 or 5, they're like, so what if we do like that, like a laser, and then you got to aim it, and I'm like, oh yeah, no, there's. This is kind of awkward to aim. I'm like, oh, well, why don't we just use the Wiimote? Wiimote. Why did I do that? I knew what it was. I keep grabbing them. I don't mean to. Why don't we do a Wiimote nunchuck thing? Like, what if someone's playing with like a Pro controller or a, or the just the Wiimote on its own? Yeah. Anyways. On that note, that's probably a good place to end it. We'll be back with more Sonic Colors, where we will continue off on the, now that we did these, and these are all done. I'll have to worry about that later. We'll go back to the Starlight Carnival area, and we'll go finish that, and hopefully I'll get to see you soon, baby, because you're my favorite place. Anyways, thanks for watching. Bye.